Today's topic, it's good enough. Hi, I'm Doug Holt with author of Your Own Story, and this is your Daily Growth Hack, where each day we give you a tip, trick, or insight to help you up-level what we call the 5 to thrive. That's mind, body, soul, relationships, and business. So it's good enough. How often do you hear that in conversations, especially at the workplace or at home? Now, this topic came up in the Author of Your Own Story Facebook group. Member Breck Morgan posted this, and he asked the question, hey, oftentimes I'll hear people at work or even in my home life say, hey, it's good enough. And it really bugs me. Am I really just settling? Is everybody settling when they use that term? And the answer to that question is no. Now, it really depends on the context of the situation. So as an entrepreneur, often I use the term ready, fire, aim. And the reason I do that isn't because I'm not trying to reach perfection, but I don't want perfection to stop me. I don't want to get stalled just because something's not perfect. In business, we want to get the most viable product as quickly as possible to the marketplace so we can test it. In my health, for example, I was up really early in the morning to get a workout in, and I was tired. Going back to sleep sounded fantastic. But in other words, I went to the gym instead. Now, it wasn't a perfect scenario. However, I got a fantastic workout in, and that workout was good enough. It wasn't the perfect workout, but good enough. Take these daily growth hacks. There's a lot of factors that come into producing these. Now, the lighting isn't perfect. I'm here in my home office. It's really big. I have vaulted ceilings. If you're watching this on video, you can see behind me, I have my calendars, everything up on the board. It's not decorated as a studio, but it's good enough. I could use that as an excuse. My office is too big, which is a horrible excuse, right? It's too big, so there's an echo. Or, perhaps it's not convenient for me because the lighting or the scenery isn't as good. These are all excuses that stop us to reach success. It's too early in the morning to work out. What other areas could happen? Oftentimes in relationships this happens. You might not put yourself out there in a relationship because it's not perfect or it's not the right time or you're not fit enough or maybe you just need to do X, Y, Z. You may need to make more money. You need to find the right person. Now, if you're using it as, hey, it's good enough just because to get down and just kind of be lazy, well, obviously you're settling. And that's not the right reason. So it really becomes the context. I have a friend who wants to film video. She's been talking about this for 3 years. She's got camera equipment. She's got the lights. She's got editors. She has everything necessary, but she hasn't filmed a video yet. Why? It's not perfect. The lighting isn't right. The background isn't right. The timing isn't right. Sometimes she's tired. Sometimes she just doesn't know what she wants to say to the marketplace. She is so concerned with it being perfect that it never happens. Now, what happens here is the psychology of in your mind, you have this image of yourself, the success that you are. And I believe that you are a success. But what happens is fear sets into that success. And you get so engrossed in this idea of how great you are that if you actually put yourself out there and try something and really go after it, even if it's just good enough, that if you fail, you're going to crush your inner view of yourself. You need to let that go. So I'm going to ask you this. Where in your 5 to thrive are you actually settling by saying it's good enough to try to get through? But really, where are you acting out of fear, trying to go for perfection? And not just putting something out there, putting yourself out there. In the area of your mind, is there a language you're not learning because it's not the perfect time? Or maybe your pronunciation's like me with Spanish is horrible. Or maybe it's your body. Maybe you don't have the right gym or, you're not close enough. Or maybe it's, my ankle hurts so I can't work out. Or it's not the perfect time. I don't have the right clothes to go work out. People are going to judge me. Maybe it's some relationships. Maybe you're not making enough money to ask that girl out, or you don't have the perfect body, so you don't want to put yourself out there with these guys. Or maybe it's in the idea of your business. Maybe you're not bringing videos and audios and everything you can to the marketplace. Maybe you're not putting yourself out there. Maybe you're stuck in a job that you absolutely hate because you feel you have to. That's settling. So I'm going to ask you to write this down. Write down mind, body, soul, relationships, and business on a piece of paper and take 5 minutes for each of these and think about where in your life are you settling? Where in your life do you want to be good enough? Where in your life do you need to take action to have the first viable product with a viable solution and bring it towards your goals? That's it for me today. As always, go to authorofyourownstory.com to get the latest tips, tricks, and insights delivered right to your mailbox. Also, we're proud to be launching the Author of Your Own Story University, which will be coming out in a few months, and I hope to see you there. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed today's Daily Growth Hacks. Please put your comments right down below, and remember to click subscribe. This way we can ensure that we're delivering these daily growth hacks right to you each and every day. On behalf of the whole team here, remember, go out and be the author of your own story.